Alright, we are live, but... Oh, wait, shit, we might be on. Whoops. Alright, we're off. And we should be in. Oh, shit. Let me just pull it up. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna give you all my thoughts on the trade. I just wanna see what this looks like. Oh my god, it's so good. Yes. Alright, you're up in the Yeah, you're good. Your mic's not on. Oh, your camera's not on. Oh, that's perfect. Okay, there we go. Alright, so what was your trade? Who's your quarterback? And who's his quarterback? Or was? I don't know if I like that for Tony. I mean, I don't know what his other backs are. And you needed a back. Buy in. Let's hope he doesn't get hurt. When we go live though, look at your laptop. Yeah. Look at me now because I'm talking to you. Yeah, that's what I use my work setup, so I use like one monitor. We're live. But we're not obviously. No, we're not on. The only thing is when we're on the pre-screen screen, I can't get to mic settings, so I have to do a transition basically. Stupid. Oh, I wanted to tell you, let's lead. I want to talk about who the MVP is right now, and then just the unbeaten's, two unbeaten. Like for like 5 minutes and then the games. Who is the actual favorite? Let's do it. What? It's still Mahomes? It's still Mahomes. Where's Saquon Barkley? Josh Allen's number 2. Dude, this is we'll get into it when we go live. We'll get into it. All right, you ready? All right, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hello, hello. Hello, everybody. Welcome.
Whoa.
Welcome. And I don't believe we have any technical difficulties.
Yeah.
Where is Heather? Hold on. I'm coming. Woo! Welcome everybody to week 3.
not me not being prepared right now. Give me 1 second.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Week 3. Let's get into it. We had a crazy week.
Oh.
Crazy week of football. I wanted to talk about, real quick before we get into all of the games. I'm Matt. This is Kyle, by the way. Actually, he's over. Nope, he's over here. There he is. Right there.
I'm in the
I want to talk about the MVP odds right now. I think this could be the year where we don't see a quarterback win the award. I really don't. I think it could be Saquon Barkley. Through 3 weeks, I know, hot take. But look at the man's numbers. He's got like almost 500 scrimmage yards already. He's got 5 touchdowns. And yet, Patrick Mahomes is still the betting favorite. I want your thoughts on that.
Well, it depends on the book. Some books have Josh Allen as the betting favorite. I just looked at a book.
Well, let's see.
Bet365 has Josh Allen at plus 225 and Mahomes at plus 275.
FanDuel, I believe, right now has Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes at plus 250 right now. I don't know how Mahomes is up there still. I mean, that's just kind of wild to me.
Team's 3-0.
Yeah, but dude, he's not impressed.
To be fair, though, Saquon Barkley does have the highest odds of any
non-quarterback.
But he's still plus 6,000 from what I'm seeing.
Hey, guess who's rising up
that?
that?
Is plus 4,000.
Guess who's rising up the list right now? Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold. And speaking of unbeatens, Vikings are 3-0. Wow.
Vikings are legit.
Wow.
Wow.
We'll get into that game and all the other games. But, I mean, did you see the list of the unbeaten teams so far? Chiefs, Seahawks, Bills, Vikings, and Steelers. What?
No surprises there.
I'm surprised. I mean, all right, out of those 5, who are you most surprised to see at 3-0?
I'm really surprised for Seattle. I was really low on Seattle coming into the year, but Geno's looked pretty hot. Their defensive line is going off right now. They're number 2, like pressure rate. I think.
DK Metcalf? Fastest
Metcalf,
man alive? Faster than Tyreek?
Yeah, he's pretty freaking fast. Man, he's pretty fucking big.
I don't know. I'm like surprised that the Steelers are 3-0. I'm not shocked though. I mean, given who they played, but at the same time, it's like, dude, Justin Fields is 3-0. Like, you know.
Yeah, I think he complements that Arthur Smith offense really good.
Yeah. I mean, Chiefs and Bills, not too shocking. Maybe the Vikings are the most shocking team. They beat Texans. They beat the 49ers. And I know they had both those games at home, but like, pretty shocking.
Yeah.
We're gonna get into all those games in week 3. Kyle, why don't you start us off with Thursday night football, Jets and Patriots.
The death of the KBTs for week 3. We're gonna get it, guys. Stay tuned. But if you watch that game, it was basically the Jacoby Brissett massacre.
Yeah.
Patriots offensive line. I know they had a couple injuries, but in shambles. Almost every play you see Jacoby Brissett running for his life or getting sacked. Jets defense came to play. Brandon McDonald. He's been going off this year so far. Yeah, Will McDonald.
It's Will.
Yeah, Will McDonald.
It's Will McDonald.
Will McDonald the 4th.
Yeah.
He's currently at 5 sacks, which is crazy after 3
2 of those in the Jets win 24-3 at home. I mean, on paper, what happened probably should have happened, right? Because I think on paper, the Jets are that much better.
Yes, on paper, the Jets are a way better team.
But, like, those games are usually always close. So, like, you throwing in the Patriots, what was it, plus 10.5 or something?
It was plus 13.5.
13.5. Like, I wouldn't have told you, like, no. Like, I agreed with it. So, like, I am surprised that they just dismantled them, just simply because historically those games are close. That's actually the first time in almost 9 years the Jets have beat the Patriots at home.
I
It's
know.
a huge win.
Great
That's a
season.
huge win for the Jets.
There's
yeah,
a turning of the tides.
Jacoby took a fucking beating, man.
I have a lot
felt
of Pats
bad.
friends. I have a lot of Pats friends, and they're like, oh god, the team's bad now. You know, if you're a Pats fan, you had a generational run, and sorry, you're now a poverty franchise. As I tell them, no one's gonna care that you're bad now.
Apologies.
But I think Drake. I watched that final drive where Drake May came in. He looked pretty decent coming out.
You know, he did.
They like called timeout. I think he could have scored.
I thought he looked
What were
pretty
your
good
thoughts
too.
on that drive?
I did watch it because I wanted to see what his first NFL drive looked like. I mean, it was the 2-minute drill. I don't think they didn't score, right? They got down to the red zone and it was like, you know.
Yeah, they got right down to the red zone and they ran out of time.
Yeah, I think the game just ended at that point. You know, it was the last drive. I don't know if the Jets had their starters in, so I don't know how much weight that holds.
4 for 8 for 22 yards.
I think it's worth
passing.
looking at it though as a future option for New England though if they decide to go in that direction. I mean, I know they're still like they were there right with Seattle and they knocked off Cincinnati in week 1, and you knew they were probably going to struggle, you know, heading into the season. But honestly, I don't know. I don't think he gets the start next week, just simply because they're not like at the point of desperation yet. But they're going to have to protect him, and I know a lot of that's because they had 2 rookies starting. So I do get that. So yeah, I don't think the Patriots are in shambles yet by any means. It's just it's worth thinking about though. You want to know what's crazy though? Braylon Allen, Jets rookie running back, youngest player in the league, half as old as Aaron Rodgers. Like,
yeah, Aaron Rodgers is the oldest player in the league.
That's wild. That's so crazy to me.
Absolutely nuts.
That's so crazy to me.
Dude, the Jets though, offensively, like now that it's been a couple weeks, I think Rodgers is like getting up to speed.
Yeah.
Him and Garrett Wilson, they missed a couple, but like if they get going,
I tell you what,
they're gonna be scary to watch.
They get that going, and
the two-headed
I know.
backfield now too. Ooh.
Yeah, and I know Rodgers, like historically at least, likes to spread the ball around a little bit, but if you have a reliable number 1 guy like that, and that connection's like gonna be there,
ball around. Have you seen him with Devontae Adams?
Watch out. Yeah, but you know what I mean. Like, dude, go look at like a random game.
He's just a veteran quarterback, but with him and the Adams years, it was Adams or bust.
Yeah.
Triple cover Adams, he'd throw the ball there, and Adams would catch it.
Dude, go pull a random game from like 2014 and look at the box score. There's like 8 different guys that catch the ball.
You know what's nuts? Garrett Wilson catching that touchdown pass to Rodgers was the first receiver taken in the first round that has caught a touchdown pass from Aaron Rodgers.
Get the hell out of here.
What? Look it up. It's true. He's the first one.
I mean, I think
we complain about Green Bay not giving the help. He's not the first round guy. I think that's Mercedes Lewis, but he's the first. He's the first wide receiver taken in the first round to catch a ball. Touchdown pass.
Dude, that's
Aaron Rodgers.
That's crazy. He didn't play it. He didn't play at all. Oh no, wait, because I don't think Dobbs or Watson were first round guys.
No, Watson was second.
I think they were second and
Dobbs
third.
was like a third or a fourth.
Yeah, because they never took a guy in the first.
Jets look really good.
Let's move on to the other New York team who looks pretty good. That would be the New York Giants.
We both had this one right.
Giants. Yeah, we did. We did good this week on that one at least. I should note for the record that my record this week was 8-8. Another midweek. We're looking to bounce back in week 4 though.
I think that's about the same. I don't remember.
Giants 21.
I've been caring more about my
Browns.
spreads. I was 8-8 against the spread.
The Browns just go back to being a mid team again. And you thought, right, like the first, literally, did you watch the beginning of the game?
Yeah, they fumbled on the
They
kickoff.
fumbled, the Giants fumbled the kickoff, and then immediately after that, the first play, the Browns scored a touchdown. And then they're like, oh, 7 points should be enough. Because they didn't score again until the fourth quarter. Which I thought was kind of crazy, that they just kind of put it in park the whole time. Just looking at the box score here, I believe it was rough going for. Yeah, oh my God, look at all these sacks. 2,
Browns
3,
O-line.
4, 5,
They had a
6,
couple injuries, but
7.
they gave up 8 sacks to the
8
Giants.
sacks, dude. 8
That's
sacks.
Can't win taking 8 sacks. Can't do it.
That's tough. Yeah. I don't know what the state of their O-line looks like, just based off like injuries and whatnot, but
they had a couple starters hurt, like because the Browns just have recently had like a pretty decent O-line, but I think their right guard and one of their tackles were out.
Yeah.
They just got destroyed by the Giants pass rush, but just low key a pretty good pass rush.
Honestly, yeah. I mean,
Dexter Lawrence, Brian Burns, Kayvon Thibodeau.
Yeah. And
legitimate pass rush.
And I think honestly that's what's probably going to help New York win more games than people think this year, or at least what they're probably projected to now. They're definitely going to have to lean on their defense a little more. I mean, the offense did look better. They had some drives where you thought, all right, well, they're a competent football team.
There's only one name.
Yeah, dude, Malik
Neighbors was a stud.
How about this?
All over the field.
8 catches on 12 targets, 78 yards, 2 tutties. 2 tutties. That's back-to-back games with touchdowns for him.
Unstoppable.
Yeah, he's gonna be a problem. He's definitely gonna be a problem for opposing teams. Yeah, I mean, what's next for Cleveland? Like, do they have to? I think they just have to get healthy, honestly, to be competent. I mean, they don't look the same without Nick Chubb back there. I mean, Jerome Ford's he's fine, but like he's definitely the compliment guy, though. You know what I mean? He's definitely going to be the compliment guy when Chubb comes back.
What's a worse trade? The Bryce Young trade or the Deshaun Watson trade?
Man, honestly, I think still Bryce Young.
I don't know, man. This Deshaun Watson trade.
I still think Bryce Young.
Based on what he's been doing in Tampa Bay.
I still think Bryce Young.
And also the fact of the off-the-field issues and all the guaranteed money.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of money. It's a lot of money for a lot of nothing.
Look better than the Browns right now.
Well, let's get into that one. Because I have some choice words. I know we're skipping around here a little bit, but I have some choice words for these Las Vegas Raiders. Not only did I lose in fantasy by 3 points, and the Raiders netted me a total of -4 points, meaning if I didn't play a defense this week, I would have won. Not only that, but you have the Red Rocket, Andy Dalton, come in to your house, and you give up 38 beans, 38 points, man. Holy shit!
Oh boy!
I mean, what are we doing? 36 points. Sorry.
This year for 300 plus passing yards and 3 touchdowns.
319? Are you kidding me? They went right down the field and scored. I'm like, oh my god, please, for the love of God, don't let what I think's gonna happen. And guess what happened? That. So bad.
I'm kicking myself because I didn't pick it in my.
Hell no, I didn't pick it. I wasn't picking it.
I was thinking it. I was like, I'm a little too scared. But as soon as Andy Dalton drove down the field and opening drive scored, I hammered their live line of -1.
Well, good for you. At least one of us made a good freaking.
I was like, oh, this is a whole new team with an actual. How damning is this for Bryce Young, though, Matt?
Dude, if you're Bryce Young right now, I mean, what are you thinking to yourself?
Shattered.
What are you thinking to yourself right now? If you're Bryce Young, you gotta feel pretty defeated if you're Bryce Young right now.
I mean, he's a good kid, but he's so
dude.
Like his talents coming out of college was like his accuracy and like poise and decision making, but like at that kind, you have to have like confidence to be able to do that. And, I mean, the Panthers aren't the best team, but like, look, Andy Dalton's not the best quarterback either, and he looked like the best quarterback.
Yeah. I mean, they're starting for the rest of the year. I don't even know if they're gonna like. Do they just punt on him now? Because they're
I think you gotta trade him. I think you gotta get him out of the locker room. You get the best for him, best for the franchise. Don't fall for the sunk cost. I'm worried because David Pepper's
the sunk cost fallacy.
That they're gonna fall for the sunken. He's gonna fall for the sunken cost fallacy.
There you go.
And he's gonna be like, no, you can't trade him away because like we gave so much to get him. Nah, you just move on from him.
I think you punt on him.
Forget all about it.
I think you punt on him. Honestly, at this point,
I think
Especially after that. That's damning, dude. That's their best offensive performance, and I can't even remember how long. I don't even remember Bryce Young putting up 30 at any point in his career. Like last year.
The first time the Panthers held the leads in over a year.
That was the first time winning at halftime since week 10 of last year, and they lost that game. And it was against Chicago, who was another poverty franchise. At the time.
It's just, oh my gosh.
Yeah. Speaking of Chicago, I guess we can talk about that one too.
We can talk a little of that one.
We won't stay long on that one just because it's a pretty poopy game. What was the final on that one?
21-16.
Yeah, 21.
Where is it?
There was that DJ Moore
21-16.
just yards short of the Hail Mary at the end of the half that could have.
Yeah, that was a close one. I saw that one. I mean, dude, I'll tell you what, that was a tough game to watch. That was a really the quarterback play was so poor, between Caleb and Richardson. It was just so bad to watch. I honestly love Anthony Richardson as a talent. I think he's got tremendous talent, but he's got a turnover issue, and if he doesn't figure it out soon, he's not for long. Because they're not.
Dude, have you seen the meme where it's Anthony Richardson can make passes that 99% of QBs can't make?
Yeah.
And Anthony Richardson can't make passes that 99% of QBs
can't
make.
That is articulated to a T. That's literally
that is Anthony Richardson in a nutshell.
That's Anthony Richardson to a T. 10 of 20, 167 yards, 0 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. He only got sacked once, so it's not like he had a ton of pressure on him. I'd have to look at
8 carries, 24 yards on the groground.
Yeah. Jonathan Taylor continues to carry the way for the
great game.
100 yards, 2 tutties.
2 touchdowns.
Yeah. How about Caleb Williams throwing it 52 times, man? And he had 2 picks as well. He had 2 picks and a fumble loss. He was tough to watch. He's been tough to watch at times this year, honestly. He's been really tough.
I think Chicago's doing them no favors, though. Their interior line is trash.
And I know they're banged up. They don't have Keenan Allen.
They're asking him to do too much.
Yeah, dude, you can't have your rookie throwing 52 times in a game where you only score 16 points.
Yeah.
That ain't it.
Did have a lot of yards, though. Roma Dunze.
Roma Dunze finally showed up.
His first touchdown.
Finally showed up. Good for him.
Matt finally showed up too. He's been pretty quiet the first 2 weeks. He had 10 catches, almost 100 yards, and a touchdown.
Mm-hmm. Big game for Cole Kmet.
I will say though, for your fantasy waiver wires, Roschon Johnson had a quietly decent game. And I think DeAndre Swift is.
Man, I feel bad for whoever drafted DeAndre Swift. I feel terrible for you.
He pulled a Miles Sanders on him.
That was a stay away
really
from
good
me,
under
though.
the Eagles' offensive line, and then just turned out.
That was a stay away from me though, because I know the Bears love to do that committee bullshit, and there's a lot of guys back there who are semi-decent, but their O-line is just not Philadelphia's O-line by a long shot.
I do think though Roschon Johnson is a sneaky waiver wire pickup.
Could be. Why don't you take us to Minnesota, Kyle?
Minnesota. Wow. What a shocking game. Spoiler alert, I thought Minnesota was going to be a fraud, and I thought Sam Darnold was going to be seeing ghosts out there on the field. I thought Texans, based on their first 2 weeks, were a legitimate
I read that one.
team. And they were not. I put a lot of money on the Texans.
I read that one. I thought I read that one.
I thought it was a lock, but I did not see 34-7 incoming.
All right, I'll tell you this. I didn't see 34-7, which was the final score in favor of the Vikings. I didn't see that coming. I did
have the Vikings.
I did pick the Vikings. I did like them. The thing was for me, for Houston. Their offense, and I know the Bears have a good defense. I know they do. We talked about this last week. We both agree they have a legit defense.
Yes,
the thing for me was that I just kind of seemed like they struggled putting together drives. And I know that Vikings pass rush is still pretty good. And it just seemed to me like I just didn't have faith in Houston to get it done. especially with no Joe
I think
Mixon.
without Joe Mixon in the running
Yeah.
game, that definitely affected them.
Yeah,
for
Also,
sure.
like Brian Flores' defense. Oh my God.
he's got
those
Very.
guys
Their
playing.
pass rush is like all over the place. They're playing so well under him. Like they shut down the Niners. They didn't shut
Yeah.
down the Niners, but they beat the Niners. They beat the Texans. And honestly, the Giants, everyone was clowning on them. I think because they didn't expect the Vikings to be this good.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Giants are low key pretty decent.
Kind of happy that they're 3-0. Yeah, I'd say so.
The Vikings 3-0.
Yeah.
Wow. Like
It's like, all right, we know we're not a very good football team, but at least we lost to what looks to be a very good football team.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I think I think people overreacted to how bad the Giants were in Week 1.
Yeah.
I think it's more how good Minnesota is, especially on defense.
Dude, Jonathan Greenard, 3 sacks. I mean dude's playing out of his mind. That's looking like such a good pickup by them.
Yeah.
I believe that's his former team, right? The Texans.
Jonathan Greenard. I think so.
Yeah, it is.
Jonathan Greenard.
Yeah,
it is. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I think he had 10 sacks last year. He's already on his way to.
He's already at 4.
Yeah, he's already on his way to have
4
more
sacks.
So we were talking at the beginning of the show. Is Sam Darnold like an actual guy for MVP? The Donald.
Dude, the Donald.
Sneaky.
After his knee injury, he got up and was like, "Fight!"
Yeah. Bro, I literally looked over and I saw Nick Mullins throwing on the sidelines, and I'm like, uh-oh. He got back up. He got back in the game.
Back in the game. His knee injury is only minor, I think.
He'll be fine. He'll be fine.
I think it's more a testament to the Vikings organization and their defense more so than Sam Darnold's play. I don't think.
Yeah.
Unless he keeps this up. 4 touchdowns. Woo!
Dude,
no picks.
Man's
It's not really yards, but if he keeps this up, he could be in the running. But I think Minnesota's more winning because I think they are playing really smart football and offense. They're not asking Sam Darnold to do a lot, like taking shots when they're there. And I think their defense is mainly why they've been performing so well.
Yeah, I agree.
Speaking of another team that
is not asking their quarterback to do a lot, but is
continuing to win,
that would be my team of the week. The Pittsburgh Steelers. The Pittsburgh Steelers.
That was another game I got wrong on the. That was the second.
Let me know if you know whose number this is.
Wrong of the KB lay.
Steelers 20, Chargers 10, and the Steelers find themselves at 3-0. Look at that. With Russell Wilson on the bench.
Yeah, you think they're gonna put him in, or are they
No.
keep Fields?
No.
You gotta keep Fields. He's playing lights out.
Not only can't you, you shouldn't. Why change what's working, man? Like, he's like Justin Fields is doing exactly what he needs to do. Efficient. They're not.
Very efficient.
They like, and the thing is, I want to see what the Steelers do against like an offense. Like they struggle on defense because like. Like law of averages, they're not going to keep that performance up over 17 games. They're going to have games where that defense gets tired, that defense gets injured, what have you. So you know there's going to be games. I just want to see how the offense responds. I think that's probably going to be really interesting for me to watch from a football perspective, to see how they adapt to that. Like, because they win games like 10 or 20 to 10. That's how they win. They win games. What was it? 18 to 10 and 13 to 6. That's how the Steelers win football games. And they really don't light up the scoreboard. Like how many yards? Although they did have 346 yards of offense. But then again, only 20 points. So it's like. And time of possession was pretty much split. 33 for the Steelers, 28 for the Chargers. So it's not. They don't really go on like long sustained drives and kill you that way. They just kind of stop you. Like they don't let up big plays, and they kind of force you to run the ball because that secondary has just been so good. So it will be interesting to see like when they go up against like the Bengals, right? The Bengals have their own struggles, but that offense is still looking decent at times. It's still Joe Burrow, it's still Jamar Chase.
Dude, I'm pulling up the Bengals schedule right here. I know their end of the season's a little rough, but like they play Indianapolis next week with Anthony Richardson. I don't see how he can blow them up.
Yeah.
Dallas, who hasn't been looking good. Las Vegas. I think their first like tough team is New York, and they play them at home.
This
This
is the
is the
Steelers.
Yeah,
The
Steelers.
Steelers.
Week 7 Sunday Night Football.
Interesting.
But
Yeah,
Yeah,
Fields
Fields
had a good game, man. 25 to 32, 245 yards. He had the interception, but he did score a touchdown. I thought he was great. Honestly, I mean, dude, look how bad do you feel through Chicago right now? I mean, I already said, like, look, I would not have done that trade with
no,
Carolina.
I don't think so.
I know it's week.
I think
It's an
Justin
overreaction.
in
It's week 3.
Chicago.
I know, but
I think it's a little bit of an overreaction. I think with Arthur Smith's offense, Justin Field fits in that system really well. I don't think in Chicago, especially with how Caleb's like been asked and what he's doing, I don't think it would. I think Caleb is going to be the right move in the long term. I just think Chicago's a low key, somewhat incompetent organization, and I think they needed to get like a better offensive coordinator or something to help with Field.
Yeah.
Caleb.
That
could
be the case. That could be the case.
Because Justin Fields is not throwing for 300 whatever yards he threw against Indy. Caleb.
Probably
not that kind of quarterback.
Probably not.
To be the quarterback of a team where like what their goal is to run the ball, like try not to make that many mistakes, control the time of possession battle, and just like let the defense defense can help win. That Justin Fields is perfect for that kind of offense.
I agree. I agree with that.
For Chicago to be like in a shootout or whatever, I think that's not. He'd be doing well at.
I think it's unfair to put that on Caleb Williams too, because he's in much worse of a situation right now than Fields is too. So I guess time will tell.
Time will tell. But I think it's too early to say.
All right, Kyle. Take us to New Orleans.
Oh baby, New Orleans. The game.
I know you're excited to talk about this one.
First things first, amigos, is if you've followed the picks, you see that Mr. Eagles fan over here picked against the Eagles.
I did.
While your boy picked them to win, not only placed money on them, but doubled down right before that final drive, right after the Saints doubled down.
I'll still maintain.
Only real win on Sunday for the 1 o'clock games.
I'll still maintain that Philadelphia should have lost that game because they did not.
I think that Philadelphia should have won that game by many points.
Yeah, well,
Watched it. The defense actually showed up. Big thing.
Man, I'll tell you.
Why I looked night and day, in my opinion, is they ran a lot more like 5-man fronts with Vaughn and the edge.
Dude,
how big of a difference? How that was. Oh my God. The whole time against Atlanta. The whole time for rush for. It didn't work. It just didn't work.
Did not work.
So I think it's
also like New Orleans. To be fair, though, New Orleans center did get out pretty early in the game.
Yeah.
And they lost their guard too, and like right after that, like the Jalen Carter. Oh my God.
Yeah,
what
man.
Did he have?
I mean,
he had my God.
They were getting after Carr. They made him very, very uncomfortable.
Oh, man.
And for the most part, I think the Eagles did a really good job at not letting up the big chunk plays too.
The
Saints had a couple,
but
phenomenal. Yeah, I mean the Saints had a couple, but like you look at last week against Dallas. I mean, it was free against Dallas, and they really didn't have it too well against the Eagles. I do want to comment though, and I have to say this. I mean, how big of a human piece of garbage is Peyton Turner?
Oh my God!
For that dirty ass hit, and then on top of that, you fucking spit on him when the guy's literally unconscious on the ground. Are you kidding me?
Disgusting! I can't believe they didn't throw a flag there.
They didn't even throw a flag.
Shot to Greg Olson. In the broadcast, he was like, "Oh, it's illegal."
Oh my God! He's like, "Oh, it's illegal hit, but
the helmet flew right off."
Dude, he's like, "Oh, we hit him in the back." I'm like, "Yeah, he wasn't even looking, and forward progress had been stopped."
Suspended.
Like nothing.
If the NFL cares about player safety, he should be suspended.
Nothing. Like not even on the play.
Also, on one of the I think the Barkley touchdown, or like the second touchdown, like he had like his legs all wrapped up and like wouldn't let him go.
Oh yeah.
A little bit of a dirty team.
Dude, they bring in. And then what about Trevor Penning? The hit on Slay out of bounds?
Yeah, and the Slay thing, like you're a 600-pound guy. You really
Like,
gotta
dude.
follow through all the way to the.
He literally threw him into the bench. Like, come on, man. I mean, I still think like I think it was Christian Boyd who hit Devontae Smith. Actually, I don't think it was Peyton Turner. But dude, the fact that he fucking spit on him. That's just it's so wild to me. Like, that would even cross your mind. Like, yeah, I mean,
yeah, but the football gods gave us that 65-yard Saquon touchdown right after it.
Yeah,
dude. Believe in karma.
Literally.
They're looking out for us.
Literally.
But I mean,
I think we got to
I
talk
think
about
the Eagles should have won that game by a lot more. I think they were held back by some questionable decisions by Jalen Hurts in the first half.
Yeah.
The fumble and then the pick was egregious.
Well, I
do
think
play was designed for AJ Brown because I think AJ Brown.
Yeah. I do think that Smith.
A smaller receiver.
I think Smith should have cut in a little bit more there. On that play.
Physicality's not part of his game though. His game is more like route running and
for sure.
Timing routes and all that kind of stuff. Which I mean, he's really.
We gotta talk about Nick
Sirianni.
Sirianni.
Oh my lord!
I mean, and I think you and I are on the same page.
I'm fucking done with it. My head off.
I'm done with it.
Why not take at the end of the half? Oh my god!
I literally asked my girlfriend and I asked my mom. Two people that don't really watch football all that often. And I described it. I was like, Mom, you got 10 seconds left in the half. It's 4th and 1. And your opponent's 10-yard line. And it's 4th down. What do you do? And they both said kick the field goal. Dude, literally, that guy makes me want to blow my fucking head off sometimes, I swear.
And it's right now, at that point in the game, it's 0-3. Like it's
it's literally you can literally tie the game. What are you getting by getting the you have to call the timeout right after?
Because let's say they ran it for the first down.
Yeah, so you have to call the timeout no matter what.
You have to call your last timeout.
To get what? One play, one shot at the end zone? You can tie the game.
You get one more shot to the end zone? Might as well take the shot on the 4th and 1.
No? Yeah. I would have respected that more.
I would have respected it more if they went for the shot.
The end zone. Yeah. Absolutely. 100%.
A running play. I was like, what the?
And then the dickhead does it again in the next half on the opening drive. He refuses to go take the points again, and then he had the audacity to send Jake Elliott out there for a 60-yarder. Which he missed.
To be fair, though, Jake Elliott's arguably one of the better kickers in the league.
Yeah, no, he has the leg for it. He has the leg for it. It's a long field goal, so you don't know if he's going to make it. Like he had, I think he might have been a little short on this particular instance, but you've seen him.
He was short and wide right.
You've seen him make that before, so it's not like egregious. But like for the situation,
I didn't have that big of a problem with that. But like, oh my god.
So they're not going to fire him. They won't.
No, they won. No. I to his credit though, they're coming off a really bad loss, week 2.
They're coming up
red hot Saints team, and they had a bunch of injuries.
Yeah.
Like Covey broke his shoulder.
6 to 8 weeks for him.
Obviously, Devontae got hurt.
Stink.
Smith
he'll be out.
Slay got hurt.
Lane Johnson
got concussion. Kai Becton broke his finger or whatever.
Yep.
To be fair, I will say though, Stoughton University, Steen and Fred Johnson, they played.
Dude, Tyler Steen, man. Tyler Steen.
I was paying a lot of attention to them during
second-year guard out of Bama.
Honestly, didn't even look like they missed the beat though. They played really good.
I thought Steen in particular did a bang job. Him
and Johnson too. Johnson also did really well to give him his flowers.
Hats off to Vic Fangio. I think they won definitely because of him.
I think he did. I think his adjustments. I think that's something that they didn't have last year with the inexperience of Sean Desai and the idiocracy of Matt Patricia.
Yeah.
I think
forgot about that.
It's huge, and I think the Eagles. This was a really big win for
them.
It was a big win, definitely.
How about Goddard, man? Career day, Dallas Goddard. That's your boy. Stand up, show him some love.
Woo! Love Dallas Goddard. What a stud.
Let's
go. He's going to have a big game this week if Smith's out and AJ's still out.
It's going to be a tough one.
The game plan,
it's going to be a tough one.
He's a stud. But I'm curious to see how they play against the Bucs. But
it's going to be a tough one, yeah.
Long stretch.
They're going
3 away games. 1 home game, 2-2 off of that.
Yeah,
And a well-needed bye with all these injuries.
They'll be
Good spot.
they'll be
Better than what I thought after week 2.
Yeah, definitely. I think they're definitely in a better position. And they're going at Tampa.
Also, the division isn't that good.
No.
If we want to go into that.
Well, we'll talk about the Commanders a little later.
No, I'm talking about the Commanders are good. I'm talking about the team that isn't good.
You want to talk about the Cowboys?
You could talk about the Cowboys.
You want to talk about the Cowboys?
Baltimore is not 0-3. And
we
have the Dallas Cowboys to thank for that.
Final score was
almost
28.
25. Yeah, bro, and they almost managed. They almost managed to blow it too. They almost managed to blow it. I was sitting there. I came home for the 4 o'clock games. I was watching Red Zone, and I'm like, tell me they're not about to blow this game.
Dude, they almost did what they against the Raiders.
Oh my god! I mean, they're just terrible closing out football games, dude. If it's a tie game in the fourth quarter, I'm live betting the other team. I think until I see Baltimore put away a team.
13 penalties for 105 yards.
Ugh.
That is disgusting.
Ugh.
That is so unlike a John Harbaugh team.
Yeah.
But I know they had a lot of penalties against the Raiders. They had a lot of penalties
against I don't know how much of that game you watched, but the officiating, in my opinion, was very subpar.
Dude, they should have had a safety on that one play.
Yeah.
That was like,
and then they have
you could throw to your O-line now to avoid a safety?
Yeah,
and
then
ridiculous.
Then they had the hold again. Like, I don't even know where the hold was when CeeDee Lamb was interfered within the end zone that would have set up first and goal to 1. Yeah, I was like, what? Like, they showed the replay, and I'm like, they ain't no hold there. Like, I don't know. I mean, the Cowboys defense is just completely falling off. Holy shit. I mean, dude, Dan Quinn was the answer apparently. Like,
no, I think they don't really have anybody in, like, they don't really have that good, like, defensive tackles about the run. Their run defense is terrible.
I mean, Derek
Mara gashed him. Henry gashed him.
Yeah, I mean, honestly,
the Ravens player that ran the ball ran for over 5 yards of carry. Just double check that.
Who the back? Justice Hill?
Yeah, Justice Hill was over 5 yards of carry.
5 carries, 30 yards.
Yeah.
So
the only
over
one
6
that wasn't
actually.
was Zay Flowers, I think, on an end around.
Dude, Derrick Henry, 25 carries, 151 yards, 2 tutties.
2 TDs.
Damn.
For 23 yards.
Damn. Yeah, they gashed him.
And again,
it comes down to the incompetence of the Cowboys organization. My brother actually made a very, very good comment. Like, not a good comment objectively, but like a very it's a very accurate comment. He said the Cowboys are run like a business. It's so true. It is so true.
Oh my gosh.
It's so true.
Nobody cares about money.
Dude, they're the Dallas Cowboys organization. They are an organization, like to a T.
For sure.
The fact that they haven't promoted Dalvin Cook to the active roster is just so asinine in my opinion. They'd rather give the ball to like Deuce Vaughn, who's like literally shorter than me, and then like Rico Dowdle, who's like barely a practice squad guy, and then like Zeke, who's like 80 years old at this point.
Yeah, I mean Dalvin Cook's also pretty washed, to be fair.
Yeah, but dude, he's a better option. He's a better option than any of those guys at this point, I think.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you agree?
All they have is CD. Do you see CD and Dak fighting on the sidelines? Like,
I mean, they're off page too.
Parsons. Spoiler alert: in the next couple of years, Parsons is going to become an Eagle at some.
I knew you were going to say that.
For a couple of years.
I knew you were going to say that.
But I think he will be one. But you paid Dak $60 million.
It's great because you lock up Dak, you lock up CD, and it's like, all right. And you leave the backfield out to dry. Like, it really doesn't make any sense to me. It's tough. I mean, they carried the ball. Let's see. Zeke got 3 carries. Rico Dowdle got 8 carries. Deuce Vaughn got 2. And Devontae Turpin got 1. And I know that they were down most of the game, so it makes sense as to why Dak threw for 379 yards and 51 times. So it makes sense, but like. You can't be asking them to do that every game. They're not going to win football games like that. They have to be more balanced.
For sure.
Let's shift it over
to the defense is their biggest issue.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely agree with that. Let's shift it over to Tampa Bay. Let's talk about Bo Nix getting his first win in convincing fashion. convincing
Shout out
fashion.
to my boy Aaron that was like, let's do a Bo Nix hater parlay, and every leg didn't hit. He bet all his unders, and then he happened to have the game of his life.
Yeah. Broncos 26, Buccaneers only 7. They got 7 beans at home. And Bo Nix actually
played
looked
well from what I saw. On
yeah, I mean, I was watching it. You know, a little bit. And I mean, the Broncos got up 17-0, like right off the jump. Yeah, like real quick. Bo Nix did not score a touchdown through the air. He did have one on the ground. But I'll tell you what, that backfield is pretty dynamic. Tyler Batty led the way with 9 carries and 70 yards. Do you know who that is?
Tyler Batty, in their third string guy.
I don't know who that is. Well, I know Javonte. They had Javonte and Jaleel McLaughlin.
Yeah, Javonte and Jaleel
Who's this Tyler
Batty? Who is Tyler Batty?
Drafted in the 6th round in 2022 by the Ravens. Let's see. Appeared in one game for the Broncos in 2022. And that's it. He did play a little bit earlier in the week. Or earlier in the year. Looks like he had one carry earlier in the year. But yeah, he got 9 carries, led the backfield. So I guess they got a bit of a committee going on back there. But yeah. I mean, I'll tell you what, the defense really impressed me. You know?
Yeah, their defense did. The Bucs have been really high flying recently, but I mean, Baker Mayfield threw for less than 200 yards. He
got sacked 7 times.
Rashad White, though, is it Bucky Irvin season? Do you think he's taking
Bro, I've been thinking about that. I mean, the yards per carry would tell you
versus 6 to 17.
The yards per carry, that's what that would indicate. These rookie running backs, I'm telling you, throughout the year, you're going to see a lot of these rookie running backs starting to pop up. A lot of them.
It happens every year. I always try to get a bunch of rookies in my fantasy leagues because of that.
Yeah.
Here, do you want to quickly run through the rest of the Sunday games before getting into Monday night?
Well, we'll get into Sunday night afterwards.
We'll do the rest of the non-prime times.
I guess I just want to touch real quick on Green Bay and Tennessee. I don't know who in the casinos told you that Tennessee was the favorite in that game. That was the most free bet this year so far. I was like 2.5 in favor of Tennessee. Like no shot. I thought there was no way.
The KBTs had the Packers.
Yeah, we did. I took the Packers straight. That was so easy.
Meek Willis.
I tell you what, I am picking Tennessee until they bench his ass. I have no justification unless they're playing like another dirtbag team. I have no justification for picking Tennessee.
Hey, oh boy. In the Mayo.
Falcons. What's the other one? Next Dolphins. Dolphins. Seahawks. Seahawks 3-0.
Seahawks
trash. They're going to struggle definitely without Tua. I think we touched on it last week. If it's time for him to just hang it up. I don't know what doctors. I mean, he's going to try to play, and I know he's going to try and play, but like you can just tell that game is just kind of over. I mean, they hung around. It was 17-3.
It was 3-17 for.
It was 17-3 for like it was 17-3 for a majority of the football game. But like, I mean, you just had this feeling that like they just couldn't move the ball, and it's really tough to watch that offense.
Skylar Thompson. Ugh.
Yeah, he ain't it.
He ain't it, and he got hurt too.
Yeah, I don't
Tyler
know.
Huntley's rumored to be the starter for this week coming up.
I don't know.
Better with him.
I don't know what they're gonna do.
Tyler Pro Bowl or Snoop Huntley.
Yeah.
His name is Snoop.
Snoop Huntley.
Snoop Huntley.
All right, we got two more.
Be a little better.
We got two more. Detroit and Arizona. You can't not talk about
a really good game.
High key really good game. I thought, yeah. Did you watch any of that or?
I watched a little bit of it, but like I just saw like in the second half was pretty low scoring. I think just the Cardinals
I
mean, goal to like score.
You kind of got the feeling at halftime that they were just going to go like full on shootout, and like the exact opposite happened,
and kind of died.
Yeah, it was a really fun football game in my opinion. It was really back and forth, like high leverage situations. I'll tell you, I don't know if you saw the in that game they literally took the pick six off the board for Arizona because they said the 2-minute warning occurred. but then like it definitely didn't on the replay. Like on the broadcast clock, it showed that it hit 2. But you know the broadcast clock isn't the official clock. The game clock's the official clock. And on the official game clock, when they lined it up, it was 2:01 on the clock. And they called it dead. And then the Lions scored a touchdown. So like, it's 14-point swing, man. It's huge.
That's crazy. I didn't see that.
But yeah, Arizona
Niners though.
Arizona stuck around. Yeah, Rams Niners, man. Matthew Stafford. Matthew Stafford is that guy. I mean, that last drive. I mean, their 49ers. No, the 49ers defense. They had 3 penalties on that last drive. I mean, it was. Oh no! It was 3 penalties on the second to last play of that drive. They had 3 penalties all on the defense and 1 play. That's what it was.
Yep.
And I think the one they took was the pass
interference. It was like PI holding.
It was like illegal hands to the face, holding, and like PI, and they took the PI and that set up the field goal. Dude, that's another one for the 49ers that they dropped. They're 1-2. Not a good start.
Ayuk, though, he was very poopy. Jawan Jennings.
Jawan.
#1 fantasy receiver this week.
Career week.
Like 40 points in PPR.
Career week for Jawan Jennings.
It went off.
All right. Yeah. Why don't you ship it over to Atlanta? Let's talk about that one.
Sunday night football. Very frustrating. The refs win it again for the Chiefs.
You think so?
Before the game was like, you know what? I think Chiefs have been winning these games pretty close by a toe.
Yeah.
By an arguable pass interference call. I was like, you know what? I think the Falcons got it. They looked really good against the Eagles. Let's see what they got.
Yeah.
And, Falcons looked really good first half for sure.
I thought they looked good the whole. Honestly, I thought they looked good for most of that game. To be honest, I thought they looked fine.
Really good. It's just that they made a mistake at the end of the half. I think that gave the Chiefs a field goal.
Yeah.
I can't remember exactly what it was, but I just remember I was like half asleep watching this game.
Yeah.
All I know is I woke up and I saw the Chiefs won, and then they were showing the highlights of like the no call, and I was like, oh my lord, it happened again.
Yeah.
I
really thought the Chiefs defense was going to kill them on that final drive. And I was thinking to myself after the horse collar tackle on that final drive too. I think I would have ran the ball if I were Atlanta, because they had like a minute. I think it was like a minute 10 or a minute 40 or something like that. And they had a timeout or two. And I'm thinking to myself, all right, you need the touchdown. You're not in a hurry. You're at like 20. I think I would have ran it and just tried to burn some clock and make it harder for Mahomes. I mean, it didn't end up mattering. Nick Bolton had that phenomenal play to shut them down on the fourth down try. Where he just jumped the gap. Dude came out of a cannon on that. And jumped the gap. Something funny from this game, though. I don't know if you saw it. It was like under 2 to go in the second half. The ball got away from Kirk. The ball was on the ground. It was a fumble. And Bijan, like it looked like the guy in the Chiefs was going to pick up the ball and score, and he kicked it out of bounds and took the kicking penalty, like illegal kicking. Extremely heads up by Bijan there.
Yeah.
So I thought that was a really cool play, but man, I just don't think you can pick against Kansas City. You know, until they lose.
Especially with the refs on their side.
I'd have to go back and look. I have no comment on that.
Oh, you have to see it, Matt. It was egregious. Just look it up. It was an egregious no call.
Yeah. Bad.
It was basically almost identical to the PI they called on the Bengals.
Oh, yeah, that one was bad. That one was bad.
Which, I mean, the Bengals thing, I said it was arguable, but, like, that was clearly PI. This was clearly PI, and they didn't call it.
All right. Why don't we wrap up here with Week 3's games? We'll talk a little bit about...
Well, what about Monday night? Quick Monday night.
Dun, 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 dun. The Jags and the Buffalo
Jags Bills. Jags suck. Doug Peterson's going to probably be the first coach fired. There we go. That's all we need to know about that game.
What are you talking about?
What do you mean?
No,
the Jags are terrible.
We gotta get into that one a little bit more.
I gotta talk about, dude. They're bad. They're really bad.
They're terrible.
Did you see on the Jaguars subreddit? They literally shut down the game thread at halftime, and they posted the post-game thread. They posted the post-game thread at halftime. They're like, I know it's a little early, but I think we can all agree here the game is over. Dude, the Bills are a fucking machine, man. Oh my goodness. That's what I was expecting last week.
First half.
Yeah. I mean, I think I'm just now coming to the realization that Trevor Lawrence just isn't that good.
Have you seen his stats are like almost identical to Daniel Jones?
Dude, they're bad, but like he looked bad. Like he was missing throws left and right. Honestly.
That pick to DeMar Hamlin. They went wide open. Overthrew him.
Dude, yeah. I mean, that's just
a great story for DeMar, but
that's just a miss. Yeah, that was a special moment. That was a cool moment. But yeah, you said Dougie P might be on his way out. I think you're right. I
think he is doing exactly what he did in Philadelphia. I think he's loyal to his coordinators to a fault.
Yeah,
definitely. Still there after how badly they collapsed last season.
Yeah.
I think he's gone. I think if they don't win. Who do they have next week? I don't even remember.
I don't even know. We'll look ahead to next week. We'll touch on next week.
He might get fired. Apparently, Shad Khan was fuming.
Yeah. Don't doubt it. All right, let's wrap it up. Last game of the week. Commanders and Bengals. It was the Jayden Daniels show.
Oh my God, Matt! I got a little stat for you right here.
I want to hear your stat. I want to hear it.
Here we go. Jayden Daniels. This is courtesy of my boy Aaron. Shout out to my boy Aaron. Games where teams scored on every drive, excluding kneel downs. Jayden Daniels has now done this twice. These 4 QBs in their entire career have only done it twice. Tom Brady, Patrick Mahomes, Drew Brees, and Peyton Manning.
It's good company.
There's only been 10 games, 2000, where a team has scored on every drive excluding kneel downs. That's a 1 in 1,300 chance. Here's whatever it's saying. The fact that the Commanders did it twice in a row statistically makes it a 1 in a 1.7 million chance.
Damn.
Crazy. Damn.
I kind of believe you though. Definitely the front runner for offensive rookie of the year at this point. 91% completion percentage last night for Jayden Daniels.
Second highest completion percentage of any QB in his first 3 games.
I mean, what a throw that was to seal the deal to McLaurin. That was a bomb and a half, and he put it right on the money.
Ballsy play call.
Bro, I love it though.
Beautiful throw.
I love that play call. I love it. Fucking go for it, man. You're on the road. You've been winning the whole game. You had your foot on the gas the entire game. Just finish it, man. Like that's such a good. That's such a great play call. It was executed to perfection. I don't think anybody thought at this point that the Bengals would be 0-3. I really don't.
Neither did we. I mean, if you watched our first show, we were really high on the Bengals, and we've been completely wrong on them.
I don't want to talk about it.
I mean, a little spoiler for the KBTs. I think the Bengals, their biggest issue is defense.
I don't know if it is. I mean, dude, if it's not the offense, it's the defense, and if it's not the defense, it's the offense. I mean, what do you do?
The red zone offense was atrocious.
Like, what do you do to fix things in Cincinnati? I mean, their red zone. Yeah. I mean, the whole first half, right? The Commanders were scoring touchdowns, and the Bengals were kicking field goals.
The Bengals were scoring field goals.
Yeah, I mean, you can't win like that. It's not sustainable.
I think defense is also really bad.
I think it starts in the red zone, though. I think you are right. I think they have to run the ball maybe a little bit more. Specifically in the red zone. I think they can get to the red zone fine, but like you're not going to win football games by kicking field goals. I'll tell you that much.
No, you're definitely not.
So I don't know. I think maybe running the ball a little bit more in the red zone for Cincy. Taking the ball out of Joe Burrow's hands when they're close like that might help a little bit.
I know they're
I
banged
think
up
they're
a little
really
bit.
missing Joe Mixon.
Yeah,
Zach Moss is doing
yeah.
okay, but I think Joe Mixon.
I don't know. I feel like they got
their offense.
I think they got to just commit to Zach Moss a little bit more, if anything. Just really kind of.
They were running it pretty. I mean, I think the Commanders. To go back on them real quick, their offense has looked incredible. Their defense has not looked incredible.
No.
I know they scored on that last drive, but the Bengals scored pretty quick.
Yeah, I mean
the Bengals on an onside kick there, I'd be really nervous.
Yeah. I mean, the hallmark of the Commanders this offseason wasn't their defensive acquisitions. It was definitely more their offense. I mean, they got Austin Eckler, a touchdown machine in Los Angeles.
I mean,
they had the Brian Robinson. Yeah, they have a concussion. That's going to stink for them.
He didn't fly back with the team right away, so he's probably going to be out this week.
That's going to be tough for them. But yeah, I mean, 38 points on the road. Impressive. Definitely gonna keep my eye on them
too. They were desperate.
Yeah, man. I mean, you don't want to go down. You don't want to be 0-3 at home, especially. Like, come on. Like that was a gutsy win by Washington right there. I think you keep your eye on them. Thinking about the NFC East.
Sure, I think so too.
I mean,
especially like if
with Dallas the way
with
the way that Dallas has been playing, like you don't know what you're gonna get from that defense. The Giants are shitty still, and the Eagles are just too inconsistent. So like, why can't the Commanders win that division? I think it's very feasible.
I remember I told my buddy. He was like, "Oh, it's the Eagles' division to lose," and I'm like, "Just watch the Commanders win it."
Yeah, right.
And that would be the most NFC East thing of all time.
Oh, of course. Yeah. Hey, last time the Commanders took a quarterback in the second round was RG3. They won the division that year.
Yeah.
For Eagles fans, Cowboys fans, and Giants fans, let's hope that's not the case. All right.
Let's look into next week.
Let's look into next week. Week 4. We're in week 4 already.
Do we want to start with the weekly donation, aka the KBT?
Yeah, man. When are you going to give us a winner?
We went 2 for 4.
We want a winner.
3 for 4. We thought we were due after week 2, and then we went 2 for 4 again. We got the Packers and the Ravens right, but we missed on the Chargers by a point and the Patriots by way more than a point.
All right.
We cooked it up, Matt.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
4.
Let's hear it.
4. Let's hear it up. Let me hear it up. 7-point teaser as always. 4 legs. The backbone of the KBTs. Let's see. Here we go. Starter number 1. This is I believe play to. This probably is going to be the one that bites me. Bengals plus 2.5.
Oh God.
I hate it already.
I think they're due. I can't see them going 0-4. I'm sticking with my preseason.
At Carolina?
Really good.
The Red
After
Rocket?
their big week.
Does that not have
Andy
Dalton revenge? Does that not have Andy Dalton revenge game written all over it?
It does, but like I feel like he's already had his revenge game.
What's the line on that?
I'm not. It's I think Bengals minus 4.5.
Okay.
Minus 4.5. Anyway, then we got the next game, which is actually the first game. Cowboys Giants.
Aha.
Over 38.
We have an over. Okay.
We have an over. Our first over of the KBT.
What's your thought?
I think Dallas defense is trash. The Giants defense is not as trash, but Dallas is desperate. They're going to try to score a lot of points. And I can easily see this going that over. 38.
38 points. I don't know. I mean, those games historically, they have been. I mean, the Cowboys have dominated. They've won at least the last 5 in a row. I can say that confidently. I mean, I'm looking at the scores here for like the last 5 games. 21-6, 23-16, 28-20, 40-0, 49-17, all in favor of the Cowboys. I mean, I think the over. Why not? Let's do it.
The over there. All right,
over 38.
Bills plus 9.5. Sunday Night Football. Bills look unstoppable. The Ravens almost blew it against the
Ravens.
Bills are dogs.
Let's go. By the way, just for everyone watching or listening, I don't look at, or I try not to look at next week's matchups because I want to be surprised when I'm doing this. So I go out of my way not to look at like the next week's matchup. So
This is the first time I'm learning of this game. Wow, Bills Ravens.
Bills are dogs.
Bills are
Bills are
dogs?
dogs?
Dogs are gonna eat.
Oh wait,
I'm
you're
also probably gonna hammer their money line.
You're
That is
just
free money this week, folks.
Oh no, you're right. They are
dogs.
Is not that good. Even if they do have a lead, they could easily choke it. Bills to the moon.
Bills to the moon. I love that.
Bills plus 9.5. Then the last game,
Last
another
leg.
over. Another over.
Wow.
35.5. Saints out.
You know, historically, I feel like those games
either go one of two ways. Either it's like 40 to 30 or it's like 10 to 7.
Exactly. But I think the Saints are going to want to freaking show off their offense again. Falcons defense isn't that great. Falcons offense is pretty good too.
30 and a half? That's it?
35.5 because it's the tease.
Oh, you teased it. That's right.
It's the tease. But I can easily see that going
The
over.
line is 43 right now is what I'm looking at.
I think this is the, other than the Bengals play, which is really just kind of like I'm sticking with my preseason picks. Preseason Kyle. I am really confident in this week's case.
What did you say about the sunk cost fallacy? Should we not apply that? Should we not apply that to Cincinnati?
I'm applying it to Cincinnati.
Did you put any money on them preseason? To win the Super Bowl?
The only preseason bet I put a bunch on like every division winner, but like I had the Colts in that, and after week 1, I think I cashed out. I was like, I don't want to.
I have playing my
Let me get what
one.
I can.
I think my one division
parlay.
My one division parlay was
Eagles,
Chiefs, 49ers, and Saints. So that still is play. And then I had Debo and Jefferson over touchdowns, like over 15.5 or something, which sucks now because Debo's not playing. And then I had Jayden Daniels offensive rookie of the year, which is looking great. And then I think I had a solo bet on the Eagles to win the division as well. So yeah, we got some preseason. All right, so the four are
Bengals plus 2.5. Dallas Giants over 38. Bills plus 9.5. And then over 35.5 for Saints Falcons.
You heard it here.
The KBTs to win all T's.
The KBTs.
100 to win 300. I didn't put $100 on the sport.
Boo! Boo! Give us some slips. Come on, man.
I have the slip. There's the slip. I put $10 on it, but there's the slip. It's legit.
He's got it.
Legit.
We don't lie over here. We're factual.
I don't lie. I can show you all the losing slips.
Yeah.
I ask you to not judge me by my losers, but to judge me by my winners, because I have so few.
Because I have so few of them.
I have so few of them.
All right, Jordan. All right, Jordy. All right, let's take another few minutes to look ahead to some of these matchups here. Dude, that Bills Ravens game. Oh my god. That's gonna be great. That's gonna be a great game, I think. They're doing the two Sunday or Monday night games.
They're doing the two Monday night games again, which one of them is irrelevant. Titans, Dolphins. I don't even want to watch that slop.
Why would we do
Lions,
that?
though.
Bro, who asked for that though? Yeah, I'll probably watch that one. But like, who's asking for two games on Monday night? Like,
dude, I don't. The networks, they want the monies.
I don't give a shit about your network, dude. I want to watch one game on Monday night. I want to watch one game on Monday night, like a true American. I don't want this freaking fascist two-game bullshit going on.
Yeah, you know.
Come on.
Kamala's America, Matt. That's what we're doing.
We're just living in it. This ain't your dad's NFL. Yeah, Titans, Dolphins is the other game.
Ew.
Seahawks Lions will be fun though.
Favored in that. Oh, Miami's won.
Yeah, probably because
Detroit's favored by 3.5.
Yeah, that'll be an interesting one. I don't know, because like Detroit's kind of been. I think Detroit should win that game, at least on paper. And I don't like picking against Detroit when they're home. But I'll tell you what, the Seahawks have been mighty impressive. At least their offense has been mighty impressive. They just keep winning. Yeah, so Bills Ravens I'm excited about. You got Chiefs Chargers.
That should be good. The only shame is Justin Herbert got hurt.
Yeah.
He might not play.
If he doesn't play, I mean,
that
that
one
will
will
probably be cake. You just pick the
Because
Steelers
I think
or
the
Chiefs.
Chargers are built to beat the Chiefs. They have like a really strong run game.
Yeah.
Their defense is really good, but they got a lot of
Ooh,
injuries.
sneaky good
Will
one
got
here.
hurt.
Sneaky good one here I'm seeing in the 4 o'clock hour. Commanders Cardinals?
Oh, that's
That's
be
got
a shootout.
That's got
Shootout
fun.
alert.
That's got fun
fun
written all over it.
Yeah,
I mean, dude. How could
Kyler Murray, Jayden Daniels.
can't you see that game being like 38, 35 or something? I could totally.
That was the KBT's consideration. I almost took the Commanders. It would have been Commanders plus 10, or I would have taken the over. But I was like, 50.5 is currently the over. I was like, that's a lot.
I might take Washington in that game
because I'm still not sold on. I'm still not sold on Arizona. I thought they were going to be a little better than I thought. Then they ended up getting what they did get shut out in the second half, right? In that Lions game.
They did.
Yeah, like
no, they got a field goal.
They got a field goal. That's right. Yeah, like I don't know. I thought they were going to show a little more fight against Detroit after they got off to a pretty good start. Yeah, I don't know. I think I might take Washington in that one. Broncos Jets. Man, the Jets keep rolling. I don't know. If they get up, yeah, man. If they get up,
7.5 point favorites.
If they get after Bo Nick, yeah, I don't know about the spread, but I think I'll just take them to win.
We gotta remember Vita Vea, I think, missed with the Bucks. Like the Bucks had injured defense.
Yeah. I mean, they're gonna be playing a much better defense. The Jets defense is much better, I think. We got Vikings Packers. Ooh,
that should be a very.
That's a fun one. 1 o'clock. Yeah, dude, if he's back, you know what? If he's back, I actually think I might take Green Bay. Packers are
minus 2.5.
Yeah, 2.5 for Green Bay. Looking at the injury report, they have not ruled Jordan Love out yet. He's been limited to practice so far.
The fantasy projections are having him play. They have shot him points in the projections.
Yeah, well, fantasy projections that George Kittle playing. That's what he didn't fucking play. So take that with a grain of salt. I mean, they were trying to ramp him up last week. It didn't work out. They didn't need him because they played the shitty Titans. Love is playing in that game, and he's if they think he's confident and ready to go, I actually think I might take Green Bay in that one.
Definitely a play there.
But
yeah, I'd have to look at that one.
Steelers Colts.
You see Christian McCaffrey going to Germany now?
What do you mean?
Christian McCaffrey's going to Germany to get like special treatment for his Achilles thing. The dude.
Bro, what?
Good look. He has to go to Germany, bro.
What?
Shout out to my boy, as in me, picking Saquon 101 instead of McCaffrey.
Dude, I gotta look this up.
Dude, he's in Germany getting Das Boot.
He's getting Das Boot. Bro, why have I not heard about this?
It came out today.
Heads to Germany to see specialist. What? Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. AP. What? Went to Germany.
Drugs in Germany.
Went to Germany to consult with a specialist about his Achilles tendonitis. Forced him on. Yeah. I think he's gonna.
They played the Pats, so even if they didn't have McCaffrey, they should win.
That's pretty wild.
They're 10-point favorites.
Let's see what else. Cowboys Giants is Thursday. My brother.
Very interested.
My brother and my friend are going to be at that game in New York. Both Cowboy fans, so hopefully it ends up well for them. I mean, the Cowboys have just. The Cowboys have been so dominant. The Cowboys have been so dominant against the Giants. Like, I have no reason to
hear the rustlings in the leaves.
Not really.
The neighbors goes off on that.
I'll tell you what. I will tell you what. I think he's gonna have a big game, and I think he's definitely gonna get the Cowboys fans, if not a heart attack, at least something to worry about.
I almost considered putting that in the KBTs. The Giants, they're at +5. If it was +7,
what's the line in this game?
I might have done it.
Cowboys are minus 4.5. Those games usually aren't within the field goal, so I think I would take Dallas on the line. Gun to my head.
Depends on the book. Some books have him at ESPN Bet has him at -6.
Oh really?
Vegas. My book had -6 or
I'm on Pro Football Reference right now. Yeah, I use DK usually, but I have it up on Football Reference right now, so I'm not too sure.
I'm just looking at the ESPN right now.
But yeah, I don't know. I still think I'm leaning Dallas on that one. They've just dominated the Giants, man. Like, I have no reason to pick against Dallas. You know when you own a team, right? Like, you find yourself in a really tough position to like pick against the other team. So
watch out though.
Yeah.
They're on upset alert.
Could be.
What if the Giants win? That'd be hilarious.
That would be
I'm
crazy.
rooting for it.
Yeah, I don't know if there's any team on upset alert this week.
Technically the Ravens, because the Bills are dogs.
Yeah, I guess technically. I don't think that no one would think that's an upset. Nobody would think that's an upset. Saints Falcons. I mean, those games are always good. I know you had. Did you have the over in that one?
Good game. Yeah, it's the one.
That was you had the over. Yeah, I like the over in that one. I'd have to think about that one though. I don't know. After last week, I'm like really scratching my head with the Saints now. Like, what are they? Yeah, like, I don't know if they're good anymore. It's such an overreaction. That's such an overreaction, dude.
Hey, part of the reason why I picked the Eagles, I mean, obviously because I was going to no matter what.
Yeah.
Part of the reason why I was confident was because I was like, the Saints blew out 2 bad teams. Dallas is bad.
Yeah. I was
upset alert. You heard it here first, guys. You heard it here first.
And then you got Eagles at Bucks. I was actually thinking about going that game because my buddy's dad and stepmom live out in Bradenton, which is like 15 minutes from the stadium. And that's why I was last year for the playoff game, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, I think I'm going Philadelphia. Lower revenge. I think they have the better team on paper, but if all right, here's what I'll say. If they do what they did to Derek Carr last week and they do the same thing to Baker Mayfield, if the Broncos can beat him at home like that, then the Eagles should be able to beat him at home like that. That's my 2 cents. But yeah, we've got an exciting week of football coming up. Hopefully you all enjoy. Starting on Thursday with the Cowboys and Giants at 8:15.
Upset alert.
Kyle's got him on upset alert.
First.
You make your decisions at home. We got a ton of marquee matchups. Looks like a lot of divisional matchups this week. And then we've got the Bills and Ravens. Man, I just really can't wait to watch that one. I'm going to sit down and watch that whole thing.
Get it? And now before the Bills become the favorite.
Yeah, honestly, I think
to the books.
That might be a game I bet. If it's like tied in the fourth, I'm hammering the Bills. I think I might hammer the Bills. And then we got the 2 games on Monday, which nobody's a fan of. But yeah, I think that's going to do it for us. So have a great week. Kyle, what do you got going on this week?
This week I got I gotta watch my dog, Mr. Tobes. Shout out to
Toby.
Mr. Toby.
I got some chicken soup to cook for my grandma tomorrow. So I'll be up early.
Nice.
But I work from home, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
All right, everybody, have a great week. We will reconvene next Tuesday at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time, PM, live, right here on YouTube. Don't miss it.
With a successful TBTs.
Hopefully with successful KBTs and a better record. Let's try and go better than 8 this week.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Take care. God bless. See you next week.